Hello, amigos and possible amigos. My name is Taffer16. Welcome back to another reaction video, and today we're going to be reacting to Can't Pay, Will Take It Away. This is a channel points request by Stale. Thank you, Stale, for using your points on this. So, Can't Pay, Will Take It Away is a British factual documentary series that was on Channel 5. According to the Wikipedia page, it follows the work of High Court enforcement officers, previously known as sheriffs, as they execute privately obtained High Court writs across England and Wales on behalf of private clients on those who have failed to make repayments on alleged debts or refused to vacate a property. To put it in layman terms, it's a repo show. So, this went for 5 series, 95 total episodes from February 2014 to May of 2018. The first series only had 5 episodes, and the second series had 10. Then the third series had 14, and then the fourth series had 25, and then the fifth series had 41 episodes. And then just like that, it was over. Why was it over just like that? Because they kept going up in episodes? Well, because there has been multiple complaints and lawsuits filed over invasion of privacy regarding the show. And in fact, they just recently, as last month, paid out to somebody after they lost an invasion of privacy lawsuit. So they are still, as it currently stands, paying for this show. Even though it's been over for almost 5 years. So, hey, we are going to watch the 7th episode of Series 2, which premiered on October 29th, 2014.
According to the Ministry of Justice, the number of tenants at risk of eviction is now higher than at any other time in the last decade.
Well, yeah, because landlord prices are fucking ridiculous. At least over here. Probably the same there, though.
Paul Bohill and Steve Pinner are High Court enforcement agents, and they're on their way to their next job.
By the way, if the point of this show is to make me feel sorry for landlords,
they're busier than
that's
ever
not gonna
before.
happen.
Everybody in.
Chasing
That's
debts
not gonna happen.
£40,000.
and debtors.
Hello?
Under the authority of the High Court, they can seize possessions and repossess homes.
We're High Court enforcement officers, and we come to repossess the property.
Today, they're in Docklands, East London, to carry out an eviction. The tenants haven't paid rent for the last 7 months, so the team have the authority to seize goods to cover the £8,500 rent arrears.
That is a lot of months. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying.
In the back of your mind, when you walk up to somebody's front door,
I'm not victimizing these people.
You might see a spy.
Like, I'm not saying I feel
so
bad
for
you, so
they know
the people have been getting away with this for 7 months.
Little old lady,
but I don't feel bad for the
Could be a
landlords
little
neither.
shotgun. So you have to be really, really careful.
The team are able to enter the flat with the front door key.
Hello? Hello? There's a laptop. Bedroom there.
With no one at home, it looks like it could be a smooth repossession. It's just a matter of changing the locks.
Good as it gets, really.
Paul and Steve now turn their attention to the household goods they can seize to cover the outstanding rent.
There's shoes and bits and bods. The wardrobe's full of clothes.
It's all good quality clothes, isn't it, Armani?
We've got another door here. Well, that one's locked. So do you have a key for that one?
No, that looks new. Well, we have a locksmith.
So is all this yours?
This is all mine, except the laptop and the TV as well. This stuff isn't mine.
Which is now.
The flat's in better repair than I expected, because I was assuming the worst.
Yeah, that looks
surprised
in
by
pretty
that
good
lock on the
condition.
door.
It's clear the laptops and TV won't cover the £8,500 rent arrears. But there may be more valuables behind the locked door.
Probably just
So the
porn.
locksmith gets to work. Once in, the search continues.
I can see where the invasion of privacy lawsuits came from. I'm starting to get the picture on that very quickly.
Yeah. curious case. For a start.
Port. Oh. What the fuck is that?
Just run.
It's keeping bees in there? My guy might be a bank robber.
I don't want to touch that. I think you better call the old Bill.
Yeah.
Better just call the police.
Yeah. There must be $1 million there.
Yeah, my
The
guy's a bank robber.
discovery changes everything.
I know this is an obvious thing to say, but it is obviously a crime scene. Don't touch anything fingerprint-wise.
Yeah, I wonder if you can. I'm High Court enforcement. I've just gained access to a property, and within the property is a box full of dollar bills. So I'd be grateful if someone could get here a bit lively.
I don't understand what the white powder is, though.
Didn't you just say not to touch it?
I would say there was $8.5 million there of mixed denomination.
Is that what it said?
Yeah.
Do not expose parked note to the light. Observe the presence of concentrated acting powder for good colour separation. $8.5 million. Will the police come in quickly or just take
Well, I
their
did say
time?
to him, I said, I'd rather you came a bit lively.
The team have been stopped in their tracks. All Paul and Steve can do is hope the police arrive quickly, in case the owner of the $8.5 million turns up.
Yeah, he might kill you if he turns up.
But 10 minutes later, the lift bell sounds.
Hi there. Just to let you know, we're High Court enforcement and we've repossessed the property today. And everything in it.
I'm not the main tenant. I'm just a student.
Okay, well, what I'm going to say to you is now that you're not allowed into the property at all. If you want to take that up with us, you can talk to the police.
Can I be allowed to
No.
get my books and all?
Nothing at all just yet.
I need to call him. I need to let him know all this.
By all means, let him know. Give him a call.
Yeah.
Can you just
Hello.
keep an eye on the entrance?
Yes. The tenant's just come back, so you've got an issue now, so I'll call you back later.
Gonna ring the office, see where they are. Police, please. I'd like someone here sooner rather than later. The circumstances have changed. The tenants have arrived back, and we need your boys here.
They've taken over the apartment.
Unsure if he's connected to the money, and with the flat now a crime scene, Paul and Steve need to detain the man any way they can.
I'm a student. Do you want to see my ID and all that? I need to go to school today.
Can I
So
tell you
what
this?
is going to stop that?
Can I stop you there? You're not going to school today. You're going nowhere. You're effectively under arrest as of now. No phone calls either.
I wouldn't tell him
Paul
that
is an ex-CID officer. His police training kicks in.
without cuffing him. You don't have cuffs, do you?
He's got another one.
The man
course
is
he does.
starting to get anxious.
See, he's
Paul
gonna...
and Steve have no idea who else might turn up, or what the man might do next.
All I've learned from
And
the show is
there's
that
no
police are
sign
useless.
of the police.
That's all I've learned from the show is the police are useless. Oh, here we go.
Good morning.
40 minutes after the original phone call, the police finally turn up.
Damn, they're cooking a
Gained
cup.
possession, room's empty. This one was extra locked. Parcel in the suitcase, opened it.
Yeah.
That's it.
These are his phones.
Okay.
His colleague is desperately trying to call him. Probably made about 30 calls in the last 20
no
minutes.
issues. Are you holding on to that, are you?
Yeah.
Right, no issues. Just keep your hands out your pocket for the time being, okay?
Right, young man, what's the score for that cash in there, mate?
What?
What's the score of all the money in that box?
That is not my room. If you ask them, it's locked when they came.
You understand that you don't know anything of it?
Yeah.
That is your premises, yeah?
Yeah, but I don't get in his room, innit? I don't get that.
The man claims the locked bedroom belongs to another tenant, and he knows nothing about the money.
It's a crime scene now, mate. If everyone could just move back for us out the front door.
We're out the flat, so it's now their property. As such, the police are now thrown us out, and there'll be lots of other people coming down as well. So,
Time to skedaddle.
The man is arrested, and the police have a new case. But Paul and Steve still haven't recovered the £8,500 debt.
So they go behind the police's back.
The chances of recovering the money, in my inexperienced view,
yeah.
waste of time.
Paul and
In the
Steve
UK,
give up.
small businesses are owed billions of pounds in late payments. 3/4 of small firms say they have no procedure in place to chase slow-paying customers.
Brian O'Shaughnessy and Graham Aldred are High Court enforcement agents. They've been working together for 6 years, repossessing
Now,
properties.
small businesses.
My guy's downstairs, Graham. He'll come
That's
up and
a
sit
different-
down and talk to you and explain what's going on.
That's
Chasing
a different,
rent arrears.
I need it paying today.
subject.
And collecting payment on debt.
We're not going to take anything because you're going to pay it.
Landlords is one thing. Ripping off small businesses kind of sucks.
Today, they're on a highly unusual job.
This I can get more invested.
They have a High Court writ against a famous football club.
Oh.
It commands them to collect money owed or seize goods to cover the debt.
How much is it for? This moment in time, £23,854.52.
Wow, what did I owe him money for then?
Seating, it looks like it's for seating.
British football has become a lucrative multi-million-pound game.
Well, yeah.
But for many smaller clubs, these are hard times.
What, a Dusty
This
Rhodes?
club currently play in League One. It was reported last year that they narrowly avoided administration, with unsecured debts running to millions of pounds.
Let's get in here and see what's going on. Hello. I need to speak to someone who deals with your accounts.
On a commercial premises, we have the power to enter anywhere, but if the doors are open, we'll try and get in as far as we can. Obviously, that gives us a bit more power while we're in there.
Oh. Can I make our position clear on this today? We're here today to either collect money or remove goods from the property to obviously cover the debt, okay?
No,
so if you could get your accountant, it's not a problem.
Right, okay. But can I ask you to go on the other side
No.
of the door? Right, okay.
Okay, no problem.
If you have a look through that window, you'll see him going to another office. See if you can see anyone.
Players' lounge. They're being quite evasive here at the moment. Which
Well, yeah.
It's unusual for the size of establishment it is. Now, they've already set the boundaries with trying to shut us out and shut the door, so we're just going to carry on now and see what happens. So, I don't know if you want to just walk upstairs and see what's up there.
Which football club was this?
How you doing?
With big corporate companies, you'll find that most of the time you'll speak to 4 or 5 people before speaking to the person that you actually need to speak to.
Yeah.
Any news?
No, nothing at all.
After nearly 20 minutes,
Yeah, there's nobody in there.
Okay, thank you.
they spot an open door.
Gotta go fast.
That one's locked as well, Brian. Oh, there we go. Oh. Hello. Hello. Okay, that's fine. What we're going to do now, if you want to advise your accounts. Excuse me?
She's just on the phone, so
Okay, I'm going to call the locksmith now to get into. Would you like to talk to us?
You'd like to just go and wait in reception?
I'll wait here, it's fine, thank you.
Could you go and wait in reception?
No, I won't wait till reception, no. With the attitude that I've been met with so far, I'm going to wait here.
Well, there's been nobody here to deal with you. That's
There has
why.
been plenty of people here to deal with
Nobody
me.
authority
Okay.
here today.
So in 15 minutes' time, I'm going to escalate to removal.
Somebody let me know what club this was, because holy shit.
Here. We're not happy with the way they're behaving, and that will reflect on the action we take today as well.
Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get the removal vehicles en route because I'm not going to sit here all day. Okay? Yes, I can. That's what I'm here for. I suggest you speak to your legal department now. Brian, just get the vehicles ordered. Let's get the stuff.
I'm going to get some other guys down here.
Finally, after nearly an hour, a senior figure from the club appears.
Afternoon, guys.
Hello, sir. How are you?
How you doing?
Thanks for coming down.
It's all right, I'm on my way to Portugal for some conference. You've got to come with me.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Here we go.
A club official has been forced to turn back from a journey to the airport. He has just 45 minutes to resolve the issue before he leaves for his flight.
First bit of hospitality we've seen today so far.
And we understand it, you know, it's understandable.
I've only got a brief bit of what's happened, but it's a bit of a conflict.
It's fine. We'll explain everything. We'll hear your side, it's not a problem.
He blames the non-payment on a disputed takeover bid.
There's a ownership now between the current chairman and the past chairman.
Okay.
As to who owns the club. The simple thing is, you know, the club doesn't have the money in the bank.
That's fair enough, we respect.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I mean, I'll lay it on the line to you. If we can't satisfy this High Court writ today, we're ordered to seize goods on the property. I'm not interested in politics. If they've got internal politics, it's entirely up to them. I just want to satisfy the writ outstanding. That's my politics. I've got contractors being contacted at the moment. I don't want to go down that route. If we don't get this satisfied, we will go down that route today, yeah? But I don't want it to go down that route today. I would rather you speak to somebody and try and get it resolved the right way.
Whatever's going to happen will happen today.
Oi. I guess we're coming back to that one.
9 million Britons are considered to be in serious debt, and it's not just affecting their finances. Almost half say it's harming their health.
Biggin Hill, Kent.
As
Enforcement
opposed to
agent
Smollen
Paul
Hill.
Bowhill is with Ben Pinner and other colleagues.
And other colleagues?
They have a writ to repossess a property from a couple who haven't paid their landlord any rent for the last 7 months.
That's the same number as last time.
Involved, to my knowledge, there is about £10,000 worth of unpaid rent. Right.
But the team aren't here to collect the couple's debt. They're here to evict them.
Want me to stay here?
No reply. Ben makes enquiries with a neighbour.
All right, thank you very much anyway. Take care. Do you remember before we got it on our way here, I said there's meant to be no kids connected or anything?
Yeah.
There's 6.
That's a lot of kids.
The team look for another way into the house.
They can't be living like that, surely to God.
No one seems to be home. The writ of possession allows the team to break in and change the locks.
Would you look at that? Thank you. Oh.
You're having a laugh. Oh, lovely.
Jesus.
This is wrong.
Damn, bitch, you live like this?
They can live in here. That's horrible. That's horrible. They can live in squalor.
It just intrigues me. Brand new 50-inch upstairs, smart LED HD TV. Another one here.
Oh my God.
Xboxes.
Loads of games.
A Mac laptop. Okay, let's start getting these. We've got lots of locks to change.
The enforcement team now have full possession of the property. And for the family, it's no longer home. Just as the last lock is changed, the mum of 6 arrives.
The property is being repossessed. unpaid rent.
Well, I have proof to state otherwise.
Well, I'm afraid we have a court order that says we need to repossess it.
Oh, OK, so now what?
What you need to do is you need to get some stuff now. I understand. Now, hold on. Hold on. Look, I'm going to give you the bad news first. I understand you have 6 kids. We're going to give you this, a copy of the writ. You need to take it to the council. They should emergency accommodate you.
OK.
Because effectively now, you are homeless.
OK.
Do you want to go in and get some stuff? Have you got a caseworker at the council or anything?
I have a social worker. I haven't got no car or nothing.
OK, look.
The mother is adamant she has paid the rent.
I've got proof here that I've been paying my rent and I've given her cash.
Where's the proof that you've paid it?
When she moved in there, I gave her £200 for the keys.
Yeah.
And she comes on a weekend after that, I give her £400 cash.
Yeah, but OK, you've just accounted for £600. What about the other 8,400? How much is the rent a month?
£1,400, well, 12.
1,200. Have you paid anything since Christmas?
No.
OK.
Well, that's what it is then. This what rent arrears obviously counts because you haven't paid it since Christmas.
No.
So I'm sorry to say that this does stand.
Well, that's pretty cat. This randomly shows a majestic ass cat.
When we're throwing families with kids out onto the street for non-payment of rent.
Yeah, that can't be fun.
Sometimes we'll liaise with the council, let them know what's going on. We'll do our best to help them where we can. They've got a duty to look after you and your kids. They do. Pack some stuff for now. Get yourself down the council. I will give you my number. When you get down there, get them to ring me. I'll speak to them. If you've got someone you can ring now, I'll speak to them now.
Why keep showing that pretty ass cat, bro?
She calls the council.
Oh, one minute. Oh, sorry, 1 second.
Who's it?
Just council, I don't know.
Hello? The social worker is aware of the situation. You said intentionally homeless. How have you come to that conclusion? No disrespect for you, but as far as I'm concerned, I think you guys not having a duty care towards 6 children.
The council claim she's made herself intentionally homeless and say they have no duty to help, which gives the enforcement team a moral dilemma.
Council is saying they're not going to house her.
Why?
She made herself intentionally homeless by not paying the rent.
Cool. What do the social services say?
Social services will have a different view on it.
Ben calls them to see if they can help.
I did speak to someone in the housing department.
Right.
And they were not very cooperative and said that you would have to deal with it. They weren't going to deal with it.
Oh, that's good of them.
I know. If you guys could sort some, I don't know, temporary emergency accommodation out.
Do you want to put back on the phone for me?
Yeah, of course.
Thanks for informing me of everything, Ben.
Like I said, thanks very much.
I can't believe the situation. The housing department say they're not going to rehouse, well, that's OK, behind on the rent. But then the social services are saying, well, you'll have to speak to the housing department. So if you look at the hypothesis, this lady's going to be on her arse in the street with 6 kids any time now.
Aye, this is a dilemma.
The agents are required to enforce the writ. Ben urges her to go to the council in person to plead her case.
The hardened truth of it is that you there in person with your children is a better defence than you on the end of a phone.
Yeah.
Because you're in there, you're their problem straight away. Have you started to pack anything yet?
No.
Can you?
Yeah.
Thank you. Don't need to take the whole world. Clothes, medication, you know.
It becomes very, very emotional. And yes, these situations do affect me, but the writ specifies what you are instructed to do.
Once we've shut that door and this family's gone down to the council, we don't know if this single mum and 6 kids are going to be sleeping somewhere dry tonight or they'll be sleeping on the streets.
It's taken the enforcement team 4 hours, but the house is now off limits, and the mother and her family are homeless. If she isn't given emergency shelter at the council, she and her children will have nowhere to go.
I feel bad for the kids. That's about it. Meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom.
1 hour ago, Brian and Graham arrived at a football club, chasing a debt of £24,000.
You'd like to just go and wait in reception?
I'll wait here, it's fine, thank you.
Go and wait in reception?
No, I won't wait till reception, no.
After a search to find someone in charge...
Gotta go fast.
I'm going to get the removal vehicles en route because I'm not going to sit here all day.
They eventually got the attention of a club official.
Hello, sir, how are you?
How you doing?
And laid out their proposition in no uncertain terms.
I'll lay it on the line to you. If we can't satisfy this High Court writ today, we're ordered to seize goods on the property. Do me a favour, I don't know who you can speak to, let them know our position here and what's going on, yeah? I mean, that's all I can ask you to do.
The club is undergoing an ownership battle, but the official needs to deal with the debt. He has just 45 minutes before he needs to leave for an urgent flight, so he makes a call.
He locks them in.
Nice chap.
Yeah.
I think they're going to go for their goods.
No.
No?
Nope. The old chum ain't going to pay it. The new one ain't going to pay it. I'm just going to leave the club in limbo, aren't they?
Wow. Well, looks like we'll be cracking on then.
It does, so.
Half an hour later, the club official returns. He now has just 15 minutes to spare before leaving for his flight.
I've got 16.6 in the bank.
Brilliant. Right.
I've got checks of just over 6 to go out.
Right.
So, will your client accept 8? Or earliest 9?
It's a start, OK? I'm here to work with you, like I said. Let me speak to my office. Let me see what the claimant wants me to do as well.
With £9,000 offered now, and the rest to follow once the club's ownership issue is resolved, Brian calls the office.
Can you speak to the claimant and make sure they're happy with that, please? Yeah? And then I'm happy that they'll satisfy this after that hearing. Yeah? If not, I'll be straight back. Come on.
Hello?
Mr. Simpson?
Yes, sir. Good to go, mate. The director's just given the green light on it.
Yeah?
Yep, so go for the £9,000 today. Got the arrangement in place.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll do it now. I'll call you back. I've got to get him off. Yeah? I'll call you back. No worries. Bye. Fine.
20 minutes late for his flight, the club official finally departs.
It's debt at the end of the day. It could be a large company or a small company. It doesn't matter who it is. The approach is exactly the same. We try and show empathy towards them, but at the end of the day, we're there to do a job.
What if it's Boris? I want to see him like rich. I represent something from Boris. They'll probably suck his dick.
Biggin Hill, Kent. 4 days ago, Paul and his team evicted tenants who owed their landlord nearly £10,000.
Would you look at that?
On arrival, they found a family with 6 children and a house in a state of neglect. They eventually persuaded the mother to go to the council to appeal for emergency housing.
You there in person with your children is a better defence than you on the end of a phone.
Where's the rest of the kids, by the way? I only saw 2.
Today, Paul is back to let the family in to collect their belongings. He's brought his daughter Emma along to help. When Paul last saw the mother, she and her children had nowhere to go.
What did the council do in
Well, I'm in temporary accommodation in Catford, which I don't really want to be in right now.
Is that just for how long?
For 28 days.
Well, they said they will give you accommodation.
No, because apparently I made myself intentionally homeless.
So how does that help you with the kids then?
It doesn't really help me. I've got to find my own accommodation, really, haven't I?
The entire house needs to be cleared in just 3 hours, so Emma pitches in.
Ready for more bags yet, or?
No, I've still got loads.
You're okay?
Yeah.
And you're all right on your own?
Yeah.
The £300 fee for the enforcement team's visit must be paid before any items are removed. Her partner is supposed to be sorting it out.
Have you brought the money with you?
Yeah, I have brought the money with me.
OK, I'll move it. Please don't get agitated, because we're here to help.
Well, it's in the way I'm trying to back in so I can get my gear out.
If you pay me, I'll move the van.
Well, I'm giving you 1.5 until I've done the first 2 trips.
No, it's 300 or you just
I've
lock
got to
up.
go to the bank to get
I'm
the
just going to lock...
quid.
Well, that's how, go and get it then. Where's
Once
my
I
phone?
go and drop the first lot off, I can go to the bank and get the rest of the money. I haven't got the rest of the money on me unless I go to the bank.
It doesn't work like that.
Just wait a minute. Now you're saying I've got to go all the way back to the bank just to go and get the money now. I can't, but she's going to be here anyway.
We're helping her to pack. We've offered to do that already.
I understand.
We've supplied the bags. We're perfectly reasonable. And we'll help and carry the bags up the stairs. We'll do everything in our power to make it work. Trust me, I'm the most reasonable man you could ever come across.
Okay.
Right, so you go to the bank, you get the money. There, we'll help her pack and start carrying the stuff upstairs.
Well, people seem most surprised that we won't go back for nothing. Bearing in mind, these people have had rent-free accommodation for 6 months. So they've saved 10 grand and they're arguing of paying a small sum, really, to get an officer to go back and open the property up and stand waiting while they load the van. Why do they expect something for nothing?
Her partner finally returns with
Don't
some
know,
money. In cash.
Thank you.
How much is that?
230.
7, 8, £9.70. £9.70? Short 30 pence.
There's £230 in paper money and all the rest in change. As if that's going to upset the balance, so we just sat there and counted it.
With the fee finally paid, the family has less than 2 hours to finish moving out. But it's slow going.
It's 3:30. Ideally, we'd be out by 5. Simple. How much else has got to go?
All of it. Still got to go out there. Still a washing machine.
Yeah, they've still got a house full of furniture. All they've moved out so far is like the blooming clutter.
There's a lot of clutter. Some people really shouldn't have kids.
The 3 hours is up, but the house is still a mess. So Paul instructs them to move everything into the garden.
Well, whatever we can't take, it's going to have to go back out there. I'm going to have to keep coming back until it's gone.
No, that's okay. No, that's okay. It's not a problem. Do you want any more bags? I've got really big bags.
I'm going to need them. I've got some in the back of the van as well.
Where have I got meat coming? Buses.
It's taken 4.5 hours.
All done. Have you got the keys?
Yeah.
But the family are finally out of the house. At last, Paul can lock up. With the house emptied, the extent of the property's neglect is clear.
Yeah.
My sympathies are entirely with the landlord. The landlord is destitute.
My sympathies
He's
are with the
moved up
kids.
to Norwich to look after her mother.
And that's about it.
And was relying on the rental income to actually live on. So she's had no income since Christmas. So she's completely flat broke.
In a few days' time, Paul will need to give the landlord her keys back. She hasn't seen her house since the tenants moved in, and she's in for a shock.
A report by a leading debt charity shows that small business owners and the self-employed have much higher debts than other people. The self-employed face average debts of 18 times their annual income.
Oh yeah, running business is hard, I imagine.
Brian and Graham are heading to Wembley.
What have we got next, mate?
Really?
We've got a High Court writ. Outstanding balance at the moment is 5,256.18. And we're going to one of them storage unit things, I'm sure it is.
Right next to Wembley Stadium.
Plus, yeah, it is literally right next to Wembley Stadium.
The High Court writ entitles Brian and Graham to enter the business premises and seize goods to the value of the debt.
Business storage and personal storage, offices to let.
But the company named on the writ is based inside a storage facility. It's the first time Brian and Graham have ever had to pursue a debt in such an unusual location.
I think this is going to be it. Yeah, it's got to be. Yeah.
Getting in and finding the debtor among the hundreds of units will be no easy task.
Hello, sir, how are you? My name's Graham Aldrin, High Court Enforcement.
The facility manager arrives. He asks to see Brian and Graham's paperwork. And the situation quickly escalates.
Uh-oh.
Have you got a warrant?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep, that's fine. If I take the warrant, I'll scan it and send it to our legal department.
Not at
That's
all.
fine. If you
Okay,
want-
then we're going to carry through. You
That's
need
fine.
to stop us then.
Police to get access
You
to
need to get the police. You get the police.
If you want to do the right way or the wrong way, I'm doing it the right way.
All right, that's fine.
I'll ask you for a copy of the warrant.
No,
I'll leave
I can't show you a copy of the warrant.
Right, I'm telling you now. The way
yeah.
it is we have to show the warrant to our legal department, then they will give us the go-ahead.
You are not the person on the warrant as well.
That's fine.
They can't resolve the situation. Brian calls the police.
Please. Hello, my name's Brian O'Shaughnessy. I'm a High Court Enforcement agent. I fear it might be a breach of the peace down here. Of course, I'm the last person anybody wants to see. Who would want me on their front doorstep? Nobody. I wouldn't want me on my front doorstep.
Okay, calm down, buddy.
But unfortunately, we have to do it. You know, we're empowered to do it. I will work on the court writ, and I will go and do my job, lawfully.
Within minutes, 3 squad cars arrive on the scene, and a dog handling unit.
Oh.
Hello. How are you?
How are we doing, guys?
Very good. We've been asked to come here with a writ. They're saying we can't come in. This writ allows us to do so. It's self-explanatory.
I'm not going to let anybody on site until I've got clarification from my company.
Despite the police presence, there is still deadlock. Graham has a plan.
What we'll do in 5 minutes' time, we'll go through and then we'll look through ourselves and make our own inquiries. Okay?
You can't go to the office.
Yes, I can.
The officer just said himself, you can only go.
I didn't say that. I can go in to determine where they are.
They have a £5,000 writ and police backup. But will Brian and Graham be able to resolve this standoff?
Wah, wah, wah.
We're going to have a look around inside now. We've established the authority we're working under. We've come to an agreement that we're going to go and have a look around.
Now all they have to do is find the lockup where the debtor's company is situated.
Whoa.
What number do you want?
That's 5-2.
5, right.
Please. Hello, sir. What company is this? Okay, thank you, sir. Hang on, there's officers up here, mate. Brian!
You got it?
Yeah.
Took us a while.
They found the debtor's premises.
This is the unit. They've obviously got an office here as well, but this is the unit. Get authorisation now and we're going to go in.
But no debtor. Brian and Graham will break in and seize assets unless the manager can get him on the phone now.
Just let them know we're here. There must be someone we can get hold of. Yeah, because I don't want to go in unless I have to, yeah?
Back in the office, it doesn't take long to get hold of the debtor.
Hello, sir. There's a High Court writ with your name on it outstanding for £5,256.18. Yes, sir. I mean, can you not pay this, sir? Can you pay half of it today, sir? I need a minimum of 2,500 today. OK, thank you, sir. Cheers, bye-bye, bye-bye. Progress, hopefully. There you go.
Over 2 hours after they arrived at the storage facility, Brian and Graham finally meet the man they've been searching for.
How you doing? My name's Graham Aldrin, High Court Enforcement. How are you?
What, the positive?
Yes, you talking to me? Yes.
2,000 on card, yeah?
Two on the card, yeah.
The debtor pays nearly half the outstanding amount now and agrees to pay the rest in 3 weeks.
If you don't pay it, we're going to have to come straight back in. We don't want to do that, my friend, yeah? No, we don't want to. But if you don't do it, I will be back.
Send someone slim.
Oh! That's original.
Almost everyone parts as friends.
Guys, thank you so much, yeah?
No problem, bro.
We got off on the wrong foot, but we got there in the end. Yeah?
And at last, the police can leave.
Thank you so much.
Well, now the police are feeling for all this. They're like, ugh. They probably feel like they're wasting their day.
It's a week since Paul and his team evicted a family with 6 children from a house in Biggin Hill, Kent.
Would you look at that?
They can't be living like that, surely to God.
Paul's come to return the keys to property owner Valley. She rented out her home to become a full-time carer for her mother, who has Alzheimer's.
Hello.
It's the first time Valley has seen the property since the family took it over.
Okay.
Oh my God. Why would you rip things off the wall like that? This is my daughter's room. I'll put that wallpaper up. It's all been ripped.
Oh no, not
That's
the
damaged.
wallpaper.
They'd never paid me full rent, and then they stopped paying altogether in November. So I was painting houses, I was up ladders, I was window cleaning, I was coming up and down to London for jobs when all I wanted to do was a passive income to help my sister care for my mum. And they knew that.
Yeah, but I'm afraid with people like that, there's no kindness is just seen as weakness.
Well, I met them at a parenting group, and she
Really?
knew about my family and the difficulties we've had and that are ongoing, and she knew everything.
Really?
And
still took advantage.
We've had a really, really rough time.
Listen, I'm not. Listen.
Oh my God.
I'm not
What's
saying
that?
she's not in a sympathetic
Christ,
position
everywhere.
in some point, but
Oh
she
my
absolutely
God.
played that monologue up for the camera.
Oh
I'm just
my
saying.
God.
And she's playing this reaction up for the camera too.
What's that?
Like, come on.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh God. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Slag.
Yeah.
Lovely. That's my kid's trampoline. We loved this house, we loved living here, and I just wanted to help my sister and my mum. And she's robbed me of time with my family.
Yeah.
And that's what really hurts.
What's your next move?
Well, just clear it, clean it.
And then sell it, or...?
No, I'm not now.
No, okay.
Because I'm not going to be beaten by this experience.
No, I understand.
Come on, bro. I'm not gonna be beaten by this experience. Oh, well, that's good. Which club was it? Someone tell me. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Really? It's gonna be a lot of evidence to me, but I don't know, man. That's just me. You know, it's definitely a problem here. I don't know what your guys' situation is, but considering how it seems to be everywhere, I'd be willing to bet that rent gouging is a problem, which is why I have a hard time feeling bad for you know, landlords, because rent gouging seems to be a very big problem, you know, at the moment. So, and that's something they didn't seem to mention in their show. Maybe it wasn't at the time. This, who knows? But it's, but I'd be willing to bet maybe it was, you know. So, and so I mean, hell, let me look up rent gouging in UK. Oh, yep, seeing a lot of it. Yep, UK private tenants hit by record annual rent hikes. Gouging sees private tenants hit by 3,400. But yep, UK tenants focused on their homes by soaring rents. Private renters already struggling with food. And yep, not surprised. So yeah, that's why I have, you know, tough time feeling any sort of sympathy for the landlords, because, you know. I'll tell you what, I don't feel bad for, no, don't get me wrong, I don't feel bad for that lady either, because some people should not have kids. That's who I really feel bad for, is the kids. Is the kids in that situation. That's just terrible for them. And I hope they can, you know, the good saying is do better for your kids and your parents did for you, I hope those kids grow up do better for theirs. That's what I really hope. That is going to do it for my first reaction to Can't Pay. We'll take it away. I think I can get the show on YouTube, so we may see more in the future. Thank you, Stale, for using your points on this. That's it for me today. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, be sure to leave a like. If you didn't like it, don't. If you want to follow any of my social media links, my Twitch, where I stream every single day, my second channel, First Views, my Twitter, if you want to follow me on my Patreon, if you want to support me on my Daily Motion, all things are in the video description down below, as well as the Twitch Files channel and the community Reddit. Thank you also to all of my Patrons currently named in the video description for secure con support me and my channel. I appreciate you guys. For those that know, you can be Patreon me for as little as $1, £1, and you get extra direction videos as well as a review comments up to date early, sometimes more, and your name in the video description as well. Well, that being said though, my name is Tafford. This has been my reaction to Can't Pay. We'll take it away, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.